let's get into our next social media site, right? So what is that? Twitter. All right. I think everybody knows what it is, right? So this is what a tweet looks like, right, in Twitter. All of you have used Twitter before? Yes, most of you? Yes? So do you see, this is how usually a tweet looks, okay? First one is a tweet, a message, right? Number two is how you can actually reply to it, okay? Number three is what? Retweet, great. Number four? Like, very good. Number five? Hashtag. Very nice. Number six?
Handle.
And it's not a handle. It's called something else. It's called a mention. In terminology of Twitter, it's called a mention. Yeah, mention, mention, right? So basically, a person, a company, etc., has these @ signs, right, which are their mentions. Facebook, again, recently added all this stuff. Until recently, it wasn't there. Twitter has always had this.
So what's a handle?
So handle is your personal identification in Twitter, right? You, your corporation, a brand, etc., has an identification, and so whenever you click on that, you see everything related to them.
The handle can be recognized through Arderet.
Through what?
Through Arderet.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
These are the handles. Okay. So just like you have hashtags, you have handles in Twitter. Okay? And they're used just as much. So if you want to refer to a person, let's say you're putting a tweet out there, and you're putting it about a person, you would actually put their handle or mention in there. Okay? So we know how a tweet looks, okay? Now, there's a very interesting rule I came against, I found out there. Somebody actually mentioned it as one of the ways that they approach Twitter, and I think I love it, right? They say follow a 4-1-1 rule. And what is the 4-1-1 rule? It says for every one self-serving tweet, you should retweet one relevant tweet, and most importantly, share 4 pieces of relevant content written by others. What does that mean? So let's say that you want to market a certain type of a product through your tweet. But you can't keep on marketing that. You need to provide other content to your audience, right? So what you do, one is to retweet a relevant tweet. Maybe somebody has tweeted before, and you can retweet it. Okay? The other is find 4 other pieces of content written by others and share that. Again, relevant content to what you were trying to market, maybe. So what it says is for one self-serving tweet, retweet once for somebody else, and find 4 other content pieces to share.
Share, you mean again retweeting?
Tweeting, not retweeting. You would not be retweeting because content more than likely is where you're taking it from outside, an article, etc., something else. Okay? Retweet is when you look at somebody else's tweet and you just click on that button to retweet. Okay? Got it? So this is something that when I was going through the research, was something that kind of hit because this would work, right? We would not bombard everyone with just messages to market. This way, they're actually getting relevant content all the time from you. Okay? So for every time you want to put out one of yours out there, retweet once, and you put 4 content pieces out there. Okay? Now,
Assuming that we are very new to Twitter.
yes.
Now, if that's the case, then how do we look at the relevant content?
What? New or not, why does this change? Retweeting somebody else, all you have to do is find, retweet them. Yeah, it's just finding them, right? So because Twitter is an open platform pretty much, I can see other people's tweets anyway by finding them. It doesn't show up on my timeline until we become connected, right?
Just go back to the earlier slide. So here if I were to find this as somebody else's tweet.
Yes,
Then
I can retweet it.
Then I can retweet it.
Yes, I can click the number 3 and retweet it.
And where do I share it? If it had to be shared?
No. Sharing, what we're talking about, is 4 pieces of relevant content written by others.
So these will be links.
These would be links or other places where we find relevant content and share it on Twitter.
Can it be copy pasted?
Yeah, well, yes. As long as you're giving credit to them.
But the audience are only the ones, those who are followers.
Yes, initially. But what happens is people are always searching for other people that have relevant content, right? That's the way web works. So what you'll realize is as you post content, you'll get more followers automatically. And this is a constant thing. So the way I've only been using Twitter for a little bit, okay? And the way my number of followers go up is every time I post something new, automatically I get 2 or 3 new followers. Automatically. I'm not doing anything. So people are looking for content, people are looking for other people that they can connect with, okay? And they'll start following you.
It's a very slow process.
Yes. But if you're doing it often enough, if it's engaging enough, obviously you'll be faster. And it also starts to snowball because there are people, and we'll talk about this in one of the tips, there are people that are, again, influencers, right? If they tweet about you, believe me, you will get hundreds of followers, okay? There are also people that have made tweeting a business. They charge you money to tweet. So there are large celebrities that charge money to tweet about your product or your service. Okay? So, and again, I'll give you one example towards the end of this. This celebrity is very well known, and they charge an absurd amount to tweet. Okay?
How much approximately?
It's in lakhs for
1 lakh?
each tweet. 165 characters. So each character is worth a lot of money. You had a question.
This concept, which I also found very interesting. So basically, for example, if I have health products, or let's say I take an example of our friend Harsh out here who is organic food.
Yes.
So he's promoting that. Now
Yes.
here he'll tweet once something about his product.
About his product, yes.
Okay. Then he retweets something about
Somebody else's that's in organic.
organic food. And then again he shares 4 more posts
Yes.
about
From somewhere else.
from somewhere else. So again, in this situation, in a day, he has already done 5 posts.
This doesn't mean in a day.
Oh, that's
All it says is the frequency is up to you.
Okay.
But for every one of yours, you need to do those 4 plus 1 more things.
all right.
It's a thumb rule.
that's
Not
the
saying
relevance
always
ratio.
follow this.
Right.
Right? You 4 की जगह 2 भी हो सकता है, 3 भी हो सकता है, 5 भी हो सकता है.
And it
in
could
some
be on the same day or in 2 days or in 3
Yes.
days also. But
Yes.
this is like the best way to do, one of the best ways to do it.
Yes, absolutely.
Your historical experience.
Exactly. So again, this is a way to create that compelling content, right? We keep on saying from the day we started talking about content, kept on saying compelling content. What happens is if you keep on telling people, buy my product, 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 they're not going to buy your product. Might as well say, buy my product. Hey, look at this interesting thing I found out about organic product. And by the way, there's 4 more things I found interesting about organic product. And you know what? They think about you again and again and again and again without you always telling them, buy my product. So this, again, I'm not saying this is a rule that God made and we all have to follow it. I said I found this very interesting. Right? I thought this marketeer was very smart. Okay? And I said, you know what? I'm going to share this because I think if I'm going to follow the process, I'll follow this because I think it's very cool. 1 out of every 6 is mine. Everything else is somebody else's. That way my audience gets more information than what I'm trying to sell. Yeah.
Understanding it is Twitter actually aggregating content of a particular domain or otherwise expertise and then trying to bring all those relevant people together?
So Twitter is not, we are.
Ah, okay.
Twitter is not. Twitter was not made. We're creating a strategy of our marketing.
Okay.
So we are doing that. We're saying, let's put it together. What we would probably do is put the same hashtag on all of them, right? So that the hashtag continuation was there,
Underneath.
right? So that people connected back to all of those posts together.
Even with the shares and the retweet, may we put the same hashtag that I using it
Yes.
myself.
So in retweet, You really cannot, but sure.
The same rule cannot be like used in Facebook posts as well.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, it's a good rule. It's a thumb rule. So you don't have to follow it exactly, but keep this in mind that for every one of very selling type of content, you produce another 5 different types of content that people would be interested to read about. Okay, that's all it's saying. All right. Now here, this is a tweet, okay? A very small, very targeted tweet, okay? So again, it says new to 3D printing. Here's a quick guide. If you have questions about 3D printing, click here. Okay, that's about it. And then they're given a link to their blog. Right? Very clean, just right to the point kind of a tweet. There's not much going on here. They're not trying to sell anything big. All they're doing is just getting their message out there.